What's good, YouTube land? That Weird Collector here with a review of Power of the Primes Leader Class Evolution Rodimus Prime. So I went it all in on Power of the Primes. We're going big. The brand new thing they're doing is, well, obviously it's the evolution. It's evolving the the Hot Rod and other characters into their fuck. Excuse me. It's a leader class toy that evolves from a deluxe class toy. Whatever. You got the 12 prime symbols, which you can probably barely see. Choose your prime! Choose your prime. Well, I already have chosen. I got a nice piece of artwork of Rodimus Prime right there. Another piece of artwork right there. Power of the Primes. And just obligatory product shots. The three Power Masters, Prime Masters. You can buy in Wave 1, which the store didn't have. And just things and stuff, and choose your Prime. I'm going to get our Prime out of the box, and we're going to take a look, starting with just the card itself. Boy, that took a long time to figure out. But here's everything, almost everything. There's one thing that will show off later. But here is Rodimus, or aka Hot Rod, in his alt mode. It's the iconic red sports car. You know, I'll take any... This gun. Beaten stick. It's kind of a novelty in my head to have a leader class Rodimus Prime. Like, the only Rodimus Prime I've ever known is from the Energon cartoon. Even then. Not sure how much of a Rodimus he was other than his look. But you can see the frickin' instruction booklet. Like, look at that. Like, that's how frickin' big the booklet is. It's not hard to figure out once you go over it a couple times. With the collector's card with Rodimus Prime. He is Rodimus Onyx this time. Beasts out is a fiery cyber phoenix. It sounds really weird, given that they wanted to do a Rodimus Primal. You guys decide. Talk about the guns later. This alt mode, honestly, it doesn't hold together very well. And, like, it looks kind of cool. It's definitely the best Rodimus we've gotten probably since Classics. Because, what now, there was a Legends class Rodimus in Combiner Wars, a Deluxe class Rodimus in Titan's Return, along with a Titan Master Rodimus. And now, 3 Prime Waves and 3 Rodimuses later, here we are with one that evolves from Hot Rod into Rodimus Prime. And as you can see, the card doesn't hold together well. But it is iconically Rodimus with the giant yellow spoiler, the delicious, deep, translucent cockpit, or not, windshield, excuse me, it's not a jet. His flame tattoos all up the front of the car. Got your kind of dull yellow headlights. and gigantic vents or what pipes or whatever they are. It's unfortunate they don't continue down the arms, but they don't for one very specific reason. And it's right there. Come into the back. Not really much in the way of visible robot if you look at it from the top or the side. When you get down to the bottom, yeah, that's kind of a shame. So he is deluxe class, but for comparison, here is Leader Overlord's jet mode. Don't know how well you can. Here's just randomly, because she's sitting here, Beast Wars Air Razor. Wibbly ass toy. Here's the tank. Here's, again, Overlord's crotch and legs. Oh, might as well. Here he is with Titans Return Deluxe Class Hardhead. Don't want to give too many spoilers right away. Yeah, he's a bit longer than the Deluxe. So let's call him Deluxe Plus, because I like that. So accessories, he has this gun which disassembles into two guns, because those were the guns that Hot Rod used. Unfortunately, there are no ports to put his guns. The only ones you can probably plug into are we're not going to talk about right now. But these were his guns before he became a target master, because that happened in the cartoon and the toy line. So to transform him, we're going to take these pipes and fold them down. Fold them down. Take this backpack, and it plugs into the legs in a very odd way. Let's see if I can show you. It's basically, there's a plug right there, right in there, that's sandwiched between the legs, and there's one on the top of each leg, so you kind of have to completely unhook. So I'll show you. Port right there, they go into that peg right there and that peg right there. It's kind of a pain to get plugged in, but once you get it, it's fairly solid. Fold this flap up, because that's his back. Open the leg, fold out the foot, close the leg again. Same thing on the other side, and you've got your legs all done. Now he's standing. Let's move up a little bit, because we want to have room for the head. So you just want to come and unpeg the arms. They plug in right there. There's a port right in there. I don't know how well you can see that. And just pop off the arm completely, but fold down the ball joint. Thankfully, it's on a ball joint, but the ball joint is on another joint, so it's kind of hard to get on. There we go. And what else are we doing? I know what we're doing, but you gotta. Oh, it's right. It's fold all of this down. And this is on a bit of a slider. It's on a rotating joint or something. That little silver thing in there. And snap it back into place. Snap it back in. And rotate that up and plug this into there. And you have, yeah, there we go. You have Rodimus in his robot mode, or Hot Rod, I should say. Proportions, definitely strange. He looks really lanky, and his friggin' hands go past his. Yeah. It's all Duffman all the time. Yeah. Otherwise, this looks like a fairly decent update of a G1 Rodimus. All the colors there, unlike the Titan's Return, figure the his yellow back thing is actually visible in his robot mode. Got some orange on the fisties, and his black with some stickers on his shins. Other than that, there's not much that was revealed, other than the head, which is iconically Hot Rod with the little forehead crest, the white face, and the deep blue eyes. Power of the Primes, where is my goddamn light piping? Because you can barely see his eyes and he looks kind of dead because of it. Articulation wise, shoulders are on that ball joint, and they're on in and out, so he can hit himself with his shoulder. Elbow is ball jointed, gives you faux bicep swivel. Nothing at the wrist, nothing at the waist. The hips can only go that far, but they are ratcheted outwards. Listen to that. Swivel, a rotation down at the shin, and he's got a knee joint that goes about that far because of a tab bangs into the back of his leg, and it can also go about that far forward, and his feet can rock up and down. So we're going to get him back into vehicle mode for a couple seconds, because I should have done this to start with, but he does have his, oh, before I do that, I guess, I'll give him his guns. They look generic, well, just unpainted black plastic, but the molding's there to represent his two guns, so that's alright. It's a shame, no fishing rod though. For size comparison, considering this is almost Classics, here he is with Classics Optimus Prime. He's a slight bit shorter than the Classics Voyager. Yeah. Now we have to deal with this, so I'll be right back. And we're back. So this is to turn him from Hot Rod into the Space Winnebago that we all love, in quotes. So this is his trailer. So we have to do a little bit. It pegs on right there into that port right behind the roof. And it also, these two pegs will plug in to right in there, and then you plug it in, just like the commercial says, plug it in, plug it in. And hope to God that it actually stays, because it doesn't seem to want to right now. And then you have to put these back up on his arms and do the same thing on the other side. And then you bring these panels, you clasp and you put them, they peg in right into that, hopefully. The fender or the the giant yellow thing was getting caught in the way. Just hopefully they actually peg in. Give me a second, something's going on. Come on, you. Don't fuck up just for the camera. Okay, it's on. And it goes under the pipes. So do same thing on the other side. That one was a lot easier, thank you. We do that, and then these come down, and they go over like that. And everything falls apart. Because that's the motto, that's the idea of this toy, is just to fall apart. Come on. Stay! You... Oh, God. Making this longer than it needs to. There, it also hooks into those, if you're lucky. And there you have a Space Winnebago mode. The alt mode of Rodimus Prime. Because when he gained the Matrix of Leadership, he also gained a trailer and went from this into this. You can plug the guns, which is what I was mentioning earlier, on the top there for an assault mode. It rolls fairly nicely. It's got 6 wheels, so it should roll. But there's not much hindering it. And you can actually flip these down hilariously to kind of be like Ultra Magnus's ramps in his car carrier mode. Here's Sea Spray. Remove the guns. So you can just imagine. I haven't tried this, but it honestly it looks like you can plug the hands. Well, I've got one hand plugged in, but there you go. Space Winnebago. But now we must go into the final step, which is to evolve from this into Rodimus Prime, which I actually haven't done yet. So excuse me as I ponder over the instructions. So we're going to remove the Space Winnebago, or the trailer. We're going to remove the trailer. Have the pipes like that. Unpeg, fold that back. Going to now take him and put him off to the side for a split second, because we need to transform this into a set of armor. So to start off with, you're going to have to do a bit of parts forming. You're going to have to get rid of these bits, which, oh no, parts forming, worst toy ever. Oh, shut up. Rotate, actually you're not going to rotate that yet. What you're going to do is unpeg these, those are the feet. Unpeg these peg into ports right there, which go into parts right there. And then you're going to want to unpeg these, rotate this back panel, so these two ports, plugs go into the ports, and you split the legs, and flip down the crotch, and then you want to snap these two bits together and keep that up. And there you basically have his legs all done to transform these into arms, you simply do that, and you have an arm all done. Okay, do the same thing on the other side. And you have a set of arms all done. So, fold up this. Well, first you have to unpeg the legs again. We're basically half going into robot mode. At least I think that's what we're doing. It is tight. They don't want to break anything, but there we go. Yeah, there we go. And at this point, you fold that like that, and I believe, do we rotate it onto? Nope, we're going steps ahead. We're going steps ahead. Take that, plug that there, I believe. From what it looks like, yep. Where we had the... Oh, we're in the wrong configuration. Excuse me. At least I am. Okay, this doesn't show you going from... It shows you going from Rodimus Prime to the Winnebago. But I'm trying to figure this out now. What are these terrible ass instructions? Okay, these are shit. Basically, you do that. You're gonna open this up, and then you're gonna want to. No, I did show articulation. The shoulders do move really weirdly with the wheel. If I didn't show that off earlier, it did show off the elbow. Oh, I showed off the shoulder joint. I didn't show off the secondary shoulder joint, that's why. Because I showed off this shoulder joint. I didn't show off that shoulder joint. Ah, I see. I remember. Don't call me out now on the internet comment section. So you want to fold the arms like this, and then fold this down. And I'm trying to figure out how does this... Oh, that's how this... You move the shoulder joints basically so they're positioned like that. At least that's how the box had it, going like that. Okay, I get it. I get it. This is a lot easier than it seems. So then this goes like this, or does this go like that? But essentially you want to get the torso something like that. No, I think you want those there, do you? Because you then take him and plug him in like that. Because yeah, it would not fit if it was downwards. Okay. We're learning. See, people, we're learning. actually the first time I've gone back from alt mode into leader into take it and it slot him in basically like that. So if you absolutely had to, you could keep them like this. I don't know why you'd want to, but you can. And then fold down the torso, and it confidently locks in to place. Confidently barely locks in to place. Excuse me while I have... Oh, his everything came undone. His, that's a bit awkward. Excuse me. But, there... Does that go... No, I think the yellow thing just stays like that. And then you take these and you attach them into here via the mechanisms and series of things right there. Here. Snap. I kind of want to see what happens if I rotate. Come on. Yeah, no. Okay. Keep them like that. Oh, and you have to flip out these things, red pieces, because there is heel spurs. Duh. And plug the other arm in. And that took way too long. But here I sit. With a freaking leader class Rodimus Prime. And okay, going up, going up, going up. And yeah, he's not perfect. He's he's not terrible. He's not terrible. I wanted to do comparison, but give me a second. I'm not pausing the camera because this guy takes even faster to transform. It's Overlord, if you were guessing. Do. So for size comparison, here he is with Leader Class Overlord from Titan's Return. I don't know if these two ever fought each other, because I haven't delved that far into the fiction. I just normally stay at the toys, although I did watch Transformers growing up, but mostly watched Beast Wars up to R80. There you go. These are my two most recent larger lad reviews. But we have to talk about Rodimus. And we'll just talk about this right here. What do you do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk. There are a couple other things that bother me, like how Hot Rod's shins are not the same maroon, nor is his chest piece the same maroon as the Rodimus power armor. This is a shade of maroon, because it's bright red and bright red helmet. Also, the helmet is a shade versus maroon. So, unfortunately, they didn't color match. Maybe the Takara one's better. I don't know. But I do know, if you don't like this color scheme, there is one in black, silver, and purple. Ooh, me likey. Head, again, is just a bigger Rodimus Prime, or Rodimus helmet. And to me, it's weird that it just ends like that, you know? Like, just that flat line that seemed kind of odd. And again, no light piping. Got the car hood as his chest. And he's got giant black shins. With orange. There's not much color with Rodimus. Red, orange, yellow, and black. That's about it. A little bit of gray. Articulation where it starts to get irritating. Because you have this joint right here, which doesn't look good, in my opinion. But you do have a full 360, which takes the hot rod leg with it. A bit of this motion, a slightly beyond 90-degree elbow bend with a mushroom peg bicep swivel. That's not ratcheting here, that's just plastic moving. Does he have anything at the wrist? He actually does have a wrist joint. So thank Primus for that. Just like his small counterpart, nothing at the waist. Camera's dying on me. Ooh. I guess you could call this a bit of that. I don't know what he's doing here, but whatever. Hip, skirt, folds up. Listen to that buttery smooth ratcheting. It's unfortunately not ratcheted backwards for some reason, so it's only ratcheted one way. Outwards, you only get about that much before it bangs into this. Thigh swivel on mushroom peg. Knee joint, 90 degrees. And toe, you can maneuver up and down. He actually has a bit of inward bend, toe joint. So he can pose all dynamic-like and still have his feet flat on the ground, which you can't see very well. He doesn't, another critique, he doesn't look very solid. Like, he kind of looks like it's kind of a mess. Like, you can see the robot mode hands. Really, the only thing that's hidden in the robot mode is its head. Because its head is... Oh, God! He collapsed under the sheer weight of having to lead the Autobots. That's what happened there. No, it's just, he's unbalanced. He's a bit top heavy due to freaking having a robot on him. Speaking of, you can open this part back up, and it will, as earlier stated, it looks ridiculous, but you have access to his matrix of leadership, which I totally can't get out of there to show to you. There we go. You've got his oddly colored yellow matrix of leadership, which is actually Power Master compatible, as shown on the box art. Unfortunately, he can't hold it because his fists are a motionless lump there. But you can stick other things in it, though. I'll just have him in a walking pose. You can, what you can do, you can take this part off. And you can, you can stutter a bit. Or, yeah, you can take a Titan Master, plug it in there, hardhead, don't need to explain, but it is. Come on, you're supposed to fit. Why don't you fit? Because you go in the other way. There you go. And then you can have Rodimus hold that right in his chest, and you can go, hey, I have a face in my torso. You want to see it? No. Hurrah! You can do that. That is a thing he can do. We've got to wrap this up, I guess. Also, speaking of Overlord, you can take the Matrix core, stick it in there, and not close the door, but he has the Matrix of Leadership in his tit, and oh god, why did I do that? It almost felt like it wasn't going to come out. I want to see if I can... No. Nope. Not a smart idea. And I just bumped the camera. Sorry, camera. Anybody want to give a name to my camera? Just so we know who to insult whenever things go wrong. I'm tempted to call him Cam, or Mike, or Rick. Record. That is the Matrix, which once you leave in him and transform him, you can't get it out of the Winnebago. And when he's in Rodimus, he wields his gun, his two guns, as one single gun. And he goes, I'm gonna get you! But probably not. Otherwise everyone in America will hate me. Horrible political humor. I don't want to go any farther because I could have I could have social justice warriors on my ass. But let's just say, don't bring guns into school, kids. And on that awkwardness, I'm going to end it. Final thoughts on Rodimus. He's not terrible. Like, I remember the promo shots from whenever they showed off the line before it came out, and yes, this is bad. It's bad kibble, but I think it can be forgiven. It can kind of turn into a faux wing setup. It's forgivable kibble. Forgive is a kibble? Does that work? I don't know. Whee! Whee! So, thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. Here's a shot of him next to Prime. Until next time, keep it weird.
Here, Hot Rod, you take this. You are the new leader of the Autobots.
Why me, Optimus? Why not Ultra Magnus?
You know that guy. Crippling self-esteem, he wouldn't take it. Frankly, you're like 10th on my list. But the others, they said no.
Fine. With this, I shall light our darkest hour.
Hold up! Hold up! Nobody said he'd be bigger than me. How dare you be bigger than me?
Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Yeah. But no, who cares about that? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be bigger than you, and I'm gonna come back.
And you will get me some pizza bagels. I'm not getting that guy's pizza bagels.